What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the latest episode of Talk That It's Me podcast, where we break down artificial intelligence, emerging technology, and what it actually means for your life and business. I am your host, Shahana Muhammad, and today we're going to do a quick but powerful episode. Now, two headlines that reveals something bigger happening behind the scenes of the AI revolution. And then we'll wrap up with our Control Our Dream segment, because this show isn't just about what's happening, it's also about what it means for you. So let's get into it. So the first headline, the AI energy race. Now, one thing people don't realize about artificial intelligence is that it requires massive amounts of electricity, right? And this is where you have the whole debate that is taking place in regards to data centers on the moon and how it's terrible for the environment. And I mean, this is really true, right? Training and running large AI models takes an enormous amount of computing power, and that computing power requires energy. So now major tech companies are racing to secure electricity for the future of AI. So companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon are investing billions into building or securing power sources for their data centers. So we're talking nuclear power deals, massive data center construction, private energy infrastructure. Why? Because the companies that control compute power and electricity will control how fast AI can develop. So AI isn't just software, it's infrastructure, it's chips, it's land, it's data centers, and increasingly it's energy. So the AI race isn't just about algorithms, it's also an energy race, right? So jumping into the next thing, whereas AI is writing the internet. So here's another shift that many people aren't really noticing. A huge portion of content online is now being written by artificial intelligence. I mean, if you Google a question, right, because some of us are still old school and we do these things, there is directly under your question is an AI response, right? And oftentimes we read that AI response. And then get into what it is that we've been searching for. Articles. That's another thing that artificial intelligence is creating. Product descriptions, blog posts, marketing copy, even social media captions. And here's where it gets interesting. Future AI models are trained on internet content, which means AI is increasingly being trained on content that was also written by AI. Now, some researchers call this phenomenon the synthetic internet. An internet where machines are writing content for machines. Now, that doesn't mean human creativity disappears, but it does raise a very powerful question. If AI begins producing a large percentage of the internet's information, who controls the narrative? Because whoever shapes the information ecosystem shapes how people think. And that's a very powerful position to be in. So this week's Black Tech Spotlight goes to Kimberly Bryant. Kimberly Bryant is the founder of Black Girls Code, an organization dedicated to teaching young Black girls technology skills like coding, robotics, and computer science. And I love this. And I think that it's beautiful that this is happening. I learned about this organization many, many years ago when I was looking into coding actually for my son. So this is actually really amazing. Now, she started the organization after noticing how few girls, especially Black girls, were represented in technology spaces. Since launching Black Girls Code, thousands of young girls have learned how to build technology instead of just consume it. And I love that for us. And that matters. That's huge, because the future of AI, software, and innovation will be shaped by the people building it. Now, representation in technology isn't just about fairness. It's about who gets to shape the future. And initiatives like Black Girls Code are helping create the next generation of technologists. Now, it's time for us to control, alt dream. Control. Right now, artificial intelligence infrastructure is expanding rapidly. Energy systems, data centers, compute power, entire industries are reorganizing around AI. Alt. But the alternative to fear is understanding. Understanding how these systems work, understanding how automation impacts your industry, and learning how to use AI tools to increase your own leverage. Dream. What if the next wave of entrepreneurs aren't the people building the AI models, but the people building businesses on top of AI? What if AI becomes the greatest creative amplifier we've ever seen, where one person with the right knowledge can do the work of an entire AI team? The future is being built right now. And the real question is not whether AI will change the world. We already know that it is. It already is, right? The real question is, where do you position yourself inside that change? So that is it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the episode. Keep paying attention to what's happening in the world of artificial intelligence. And again, if you've made it this far, comment artificial intelligence, because the future isn't just arriving, it's being engineered currently. And I dare say, we're just, whatever, I'm not even going to say that. This podcast is brought to you by South Shore AI, and I will see you or chit-chat it up with you in the next episode. Until next time.